Previously on Survivor. After losing their closest alliance member, Abby and Delaram began to plot next steps. Abby wanted to target Doug.
I want to get Doug out this week, if I can, because that would be the ultimate power move.
But after he won immunity, plans had to change. Delaram began to work on a roommate alliance.
Roomie squad.
But Santi became unsure after Dane threw Delaram under the bus.
While I was camping for Theta Tau with Delaram, she's like, oh, I want to talk to you, make sure we get everything straight. And we met in the car, and she's like, I think tonight I want to make a power move, go and take Santi out.
I'm not hesitant to turn on people that throw my name around.
And Abby was eliminated. 6 remain. Who will be voted out tonight?
Everything that I was telling you was the truth. I was gonna vote Dane. Literally the whole time going into it. Me and Santi were down. It was gonna happen. And then I talked to basically Angie, Dane, and Tim over the time. And I found out about this plan of you guys to vote me out if I hadn't won immunity.
I'm mad that Abby got voted out. I'm not happy about it because that's my girl. I don't know why Doug keeps keeping me in the game. He's so fake to me.
I know that you told people about the idol, even after we had our alliance, which kind of just made me concerned. So it's if we're working together, why would you expose me like that kind of deal? I'd still want to work with you.
Okay.
I just want to know, why did you tell people?
I didn't tell them that stuff. I was like, guys, Abby's not lying. It was more of trying to.
For Abby?
It was honestly more for Abby. You know you're the biggest threat out there. You know that. That's not a question. But it wasn't guys, fuck Doug. It was Abby's not lying. Abby this, Abby that. I'm just trying to save the room here.
And it was so frustrating because I wanted to so bad. But then I just found all that out and I was just scared that you guys had a plan that was just since I won immunity, you're just gonna get me out the next week.
Doug is such a snake, honestly. Then who's next?
Dane.
Are you
Dane
sure?
I literally will.
I want to get out Dane. I've been voting for him this past couple tribals, and he just hasn't gotten out yet. But I think next tribal it might happen. Out of the past 4 tribals, I voted for Dane 3 times, and the one time that I didn't was because he had immunity.
I personally trust you and Santi the most.
Yeah.
Cause damn.
If you take us to the top 3, you're gonna win.
I don't think so.
I think so. Damn, you are running this shit.
Not even, literally.
Don't even say that, you humble mofo. Tim straight up told me, he was basically I'm gonna screw you over right now, and then I'm gonna want to work with you. I'm what a bitch.
Yeah. If you're really down to work with me and Santi, I'd be willing, if I find out your name's coming up, I'll be willing to give you the idol.
Okay.
And just so we can get one of them out, and then there would be 5 people and us, so you could just do this thing.
I'm down.
If that sounds good. But yeah, I just think as long as we're just
Real.
yeah. There we go.
I want to get rid of Doug, but I can't. I think we're all thinking it. We're all yeah, we don't stand a chance against Doug at final 3 or 2.
But yeah, I know them 3 probably are gonna want one of us 3 out next. So
Yeah, because 3-3 now.
have you even talked to Angie since the merge? Just curious.
I've never spoken to her.
That's what I thought. I do think for right now, Delaram trusts me. The way we talked, she seemed good. Literally, I was yeah, me and Santi final 3, and they shook on it, and she's you're running the game and would vote me out. I was I'm not running the game. I told her that we didn't lie to her and that we were gonna vote Dane, but then I told her that we found out that Abby had this plan to get me out. One of us has to win the challenge and the other can play something, and then that's fine for us two at least. But no, I feel good about Delaram. Hopefully she isn't lying to me. I don't think she is.
Doug originally didn't want to go Abby and wanted to keep her and Delaram around. So I think it just kind of speaks up to him losing trust towards them and them trying to make a move against Doug and that not working out so well for him. Abby going home is what I was expecting. It's always nice to know what's going to happen and no surprises at tribal, which hasn't happened to me yet.
I think our best bet is Tim and Delaram. I don't think there's anything that Dane and Angie. I think they should be the next 2 to go, honestly. Okay. Tim basically said they have plans to get us out, and I know Dane.
They want to split us up.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Dane would push you.
Dane would come for
Dane
you.
would push me. Angie would push you.
Come for me. If I took Santi and he beat me, I'd be so mad. Oh my god. I've set him up in such a great position throughout this whole game, and I found the 3 idols and like, I'd be pretty salty. Like it was good working with them to this point, but now it's time to cut the ties.
Do you think Doug has any immunity idols?
I don't really know what to say.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Doug does have an idol, by the way. I'm pretty sure he does. If he has 2 idols, so that would get him to the final 4, and then everyone's like, Doug, you're too strong, and they team up on him. He's either going to have to waste idols if he has 2, or he will be picked off in the final 4 most likely.
But then what's the other, what are options?
That's what I was going to talk to you about.
I've heard word from people who I trust, like Angie, that Doug potentially has idols. And Doug keeps saying, like, oh, Dane, I don't have an idol, don't worry, you're fine. You know, and Doug and I act like we're very close allies, but I feel like in this game we really aren't, because I don't think either of us have each other's best interest in mind. What Angie told me is that Doug wants to take Delaram to the end because she plays too nice, and she will never vote for him. And so, if Doug is going to play idols, he will absolutely choose Delaram over Santi, because while Santi is his roommate, that doesn't mean he doesn't want to win.
You know, I don't know how much you trust Doug. I don't necessarily know if I trust him because I don't think he's being completely honest with me about where he sees me and what he wants to do with me.
I've thought in the back of my head, like, what if Angie or Tim just is afraid and says, like, oh yeah, I'll vote Dane tonight if that means getting further in the game. But they know their position. Tim's been fiercely loyal to Amanda, even when I flipped and voted Amanda. Tim didn't. And that makes me confident that Tim won't flip to the other side. And Angie and I, after standing on that pole for an hour and 50 minutes, really cemented an alliance together. So I'm confident that she won't flip either.
Like, I don't know if there's much we can do right now because Doug is in such a strong position. Like, again, having at least 1 idol, he'll make it through a couple weeks.
I'm probably on the chopping block this week. I don't think anyone wants to get Delaram out, so she's kicked out. Doug has like the power of immunity, like the immunity idol if he does have it. So then it leaves me, Santi, Tim, and Dane. Dane would be nice to keep around just because I feel like people don't exactly like him as much. So then if I was with him like at final 3, it would kind of up my chances in winning. At this point, it's just like really hard voting people out because like you're kind of getting close to them. Like for example, Santi and I we're like friends outside of the game, so like I kind of don't want to vote him out, and I feel like I could work with him going in forward better than Dane. But like I'm okay at this point in like separating like my emotions outside of the game and like friendships with the actual game.
Like at this point for me, I'm just trying to like figure out who I want to stay loyal to.
The problem is everybody's super trusting of each other, and everybody trusts each other through like one person.
With Abby out, I'm thinking Santi might be the next vote. I feel like he's closer to Doug than he is to me, and I don't know if I would trust him to choose me over Doug or to backstab Doug like I want to.
Trying to like
Yeah,
flip.
I can talk to Doug about it.
Doug is my biggest threat. And the thing is, Tim wants to work with Doug to get Santi out, so like, how am I supposed to convince Tim to get Doug out if he wants to work with him?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like pretend like to anyone anymore. Like I feel like everyone already knows
Yeah,
things,
exactly.
so it doesn't matter. You're just gonna make yourself look bad if you lie.
I feel like I would have to stick with Tim and Dane as final, like as a trio, because That's what they've been telling me. But I don't know. I feel like Tim is just playing me. He just wants to like use me for now and then stick with Dane and Delaram.
Santi is crazy strong. He scared me.
He's like athletic too.
Ooh, if Santi wins immunity though, that'll be interesting. Because then who's Tim gonna go for? Ooh, he might go for me then. Oh gosh.
At this point, I'm just going to listen to everyone and see.
So my grouping with me, Angie, and Dane is pretty strong. At this point, I feel pretty confident that all is well. We all kind of have worked together a lot, and I've talked to Angie. I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen with this next vote, but I want to stick with you, and we'll figure it out from there. And she expressed the same interest with me. No real worries about it right now.
So I like Dane.
Yeah, I trust him a lot more now than I did before. He said dangerous. I was like, you feel like you'd be safe, like through to the end with Santi. Do you think they just keep to the end and then beat jury votes?
I think I'd have a shot at that, but
I think they'd probably beat in jury votes.
I think so too.
Like not even close.
I'm aware.
So if we have us three, you, me, Dane, and Angie, so like we can play.
I talked to Doug, and me and Doug have had this plan for a while to get Santi out at this point, and he sounds okay with it. And I was talking to Dane, Dane's okay with it, Angie is kind of okay with it.
Going into this next vote, Tim and Dane and I basically have talked about getting Santi out, which I obviously don't want to do. I just like said yes. And like Tim thinks I'm like 100% with him, which I am to an extent. So I don't know exactly. I still have options, which is nice. So I can pick where I want to go. So like, what do you want to do?
I can first I want to talk to him. And then
Well, he's gonna lie to you. He's not gonna tell you the truth. And it's not gonna change his opinion. Like, he knows what he wants to do. So I think we need to break that up.
so you want to go Dane?
It's really important for me to win this challenge because I know there's a plan to get Santi out next. So if I'm able to win this challenge, I can just give him the idol. Fine. Deal. Done deal. That's it. But if I don't win, I'm like nervous because I don't know if I have to play multiple idols or if like Tim's gonna lie to me or what's gonna happen. And I don't exactly know what's gonna take place. And he'd be like, no, we have to 6 at a time, we have to start voting out bigger threats. And he's like not talking about Tim, because he said he wants to stick to the end, basically. Yeah. He's not, I don't think he's talking about me.
Right about now is when people are going to try to make a move against like splitting me and Doug up. And so me winning just like makes it a lot easier and Doug could just play the idol on himself. So I'm just feeling a little bit less secure with the votes, and so I really want to win this individual challenge.
Alright, welcome back, Final Six. Hope your Thanksgiving was good. Well, now it's time for you to be thankful you're still here because we're going to play another immunity challenge. Before we start, Doug, we need immunity back.
You sure?
Yeah, sorry. Immunity, back up for grabs. Today's challenge is called Combo Platter, and here's how it works.
Sorry.
Alright. So, here's how it works. At the bottom of these stairs, there are 2 pairs of locks with 6 different numbers, 3 on one, 3 on the other. Those numbers correspond to 6 different things within the square of Anne Arundel. You have to count 6 different sets of things. All the benches within the square, all the windows you can see on Anne Arundel, all the locks surrounding the 2 fountains, all the bike racks, all the lights in the light posts, whether they're on or not, and then finally, all the steps in the amphitheater this way. Those are the 6 things you will need to count in this challenge. Once you have collected all 6 numbers, you're going to take that number and put it in the lock. Once you have correctly put in the combinations for the locks, they will unattach from the wire and you will win immunity and have a 1 in 5 shot at winning this game. Anyone have any questions? For a 1 in 5 shot at winning this game. Survivors ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go!
Boy.
Angie and Doug, first one's back. Have they gotten all 6 numbers, or did they just come to try 3 of them? Tim failed. Santi with a failure.
Ah. Oh my god, I almost died.
Doug, almost dying.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I was typing it in wrong.
Doug, realizing he typed it in wrong. Sanji coming back. Delaram coming back.
It's been a while.
My booty will be so fresh. All the ladies will love me.
Oh boy, you have a girlfriend.
She'll love me.
Everyone's booties pop like Anders at Halloween.
That's true. I can't help it. It's Angie trying to take out the competition the old-fashioned way.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
What?
It changes every time.
Angie coming down. Does she have the right answers?
What the fuck?
She did not. So far, no one has had luck taking out these locks. Another failure.
Make it feel better.
It shouldn't. This is immunity in the final 5. You guys better count like your life depends on it, because it does. Another failure for Dane. Another failure for Angie.
This sucks.
With 4 STEM majors still around, you'd think counting would be a pretty easy challenge. Angie, wrong again. Dane, wrong again. Nope. By 10. Incorrect.
Goodness gracious. One can dream. Oh my god, alright. You're gonna edit like all this down, Anders, so we look good.
Yes.
Spelled amphitheater correctly, by the way.
Did I?
So we can't count, but you can't spell.
Oh, that's so annoying. Do you guys want to talk about like the combos that haven't worked for you?
That's what we were just doing.
I had 4, 5, 2. It did not work for me.
That's what we had.
Oh well.
Oh.
I got 46 here. I got 7 over there.
6, 7.
I did every 2, 7, and a number.
For that?
For this.
Alright.
5 for the stairs.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
7 for bedrooms.
Yes. Wait, what about around the tile?
Just 4. Don't bother, they're all wrong.
Word.
Have you done the first 3 at all?
Yeah.
I'm
Got
thinking
4
3.
blocks,
3,
5
4.
steps, and 2 bike racks.
Oh, it's not 2, I don't think. I think it's 9.
Wait, what about?
So,
3 or 4.
9,
5.
7. And 8! Hold on, I'm gonna try to do my best on my own.
Sorry, Dad. Sorry.
Tim, you said you got one?
I got one too.
Santi and Tim.
You did?
I got this. Second one.
Tim, got it wrong. Santi and Doug trying it out.
Got it.
Santi got one. You have to get the second one too.
Shit, Santi.
Dang it, I typed in the wrong number.
Well, gotta try again. Santi has it. He wins immunity. Santi is wrong. Santi, you got it. Santi making a mistake. If he knows the number, he screwed himself up. Santi feels like he knows it.
Oh my God!
Angie got one. Tim got one. Tim got the second one. Tim wins immunity, securing his spot in the final 5.
That's Tim.
Yeah. Wait, what was it? Tell me.
I misplaced it. What'd you do wrong?
I misplaced the last one.
Good job.
I put 2 at that on the second one. On the last one.
Alright, so what was the second one?
9-7.
Well, so 9
All right, Tim. Tim, come over.
Bow down.
You guys do this too?
All right. Congratulations, Tim. You have a 1 in 5 shot at winning this game. For the rest of you, Delaron, Angie, Santi, Dane, Doug, after over 70 days in this game, one of you will be the 6th member of the jury. You have all tonight and tomorrow to figure it out. Have nothing else. Have a good night.
It was hard not to think about like how that one stupid mistake, how that could affect my game going forward. And if I go home tonight, how can I like live with that?
There's no hole right there.
So what do you want to do tonight?
Doug said Dane.
I'm good. I just want to make sure.
Well, he was like, who do you want to vote out? And I'm like, Dane, question mark? He's like, okay. Like, it was as easy that he was like, I literally have no plan. I haven't talked to anyone yet. It's whatever. I don't like this feeling of being used. But I don't want to be voted out either, so. Can I trust you with something then?
No.
Doug has 2 idols. Sadie told me.
2? He can save himself the next.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted to get him out. Only because he's hella powerful. Like, I fucking love Doug. You know what I'm talking about? He has 2. I'm telling people about 1 only. And that's the one under the whatever. He's had one since like day 1.
It was really hard because I didn't think Delaron knew, and so I had to like play it off as like, wow, like Doug never told me. Thanks for telling me. Like, what do you want to do? And basically just kind of like trying to separate myself from Doug. So I think like if I use it right, then I could just kind of like separate Doug and Delaron a little bit, or even make Delaron come a little closer to me. So it just opens up options for my game going forward.
Guaranteed final 4.
Doug has 2 idols. Ugh! And I just told Santi, and Santi was like, and he believed, I'm like, Santi, I trust you to not be stupid. Like, listen, I wouldn't lie about this stuff.
Delaron knows you have 2 idols, and she told me.
Really?
She came clean. She was like, you know Doug has 2 idols. Like, don't tell anybody, but I know Doug has 2 idols. Sadie told her.
Dang.
Sadie told her and Abby way back. I don't know. I feel bad because I had to like lie to her. I was like, yeah, I can't believe you didn't tell me. Well, I think what's happening is that Delaron staying to the end is becoming better for me. And at the same time, like Angie's a little harder to read because she's been working with Tim and Dane. So I think like, okay, how far does she want me there? And like, when is she gonna try to make a move? Like, as long as I have either Angie or Delaron, then I'll be cool.
I guess still think we're fine for now.
Yeah.
Did she want to Dane?
Huh? She wants Dane.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, we're good. That's what.
Me and Tim are really close. And Santi and Angie are close. I think that it's a lot more complicated than just like a split, like a 3-3 split or like a 4-2 split. So what it is like a weird interconnected web, and I don't know who's lying or telling the truth. But in my eyes, like Delaram and Santi have never really like lied to me, so that's like 3. But then like we all have our little like connections within the 3, and those people are connected. But I don't know which lines are like lies.
But the thing is, like, if we did want to get Dane out, I don't think Tim would be down for that. I think Tim is gonna be very gun ho about getting Santi out.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, if we stick together, then we would make it up into a tie, or like with Santi. Delaram would get Dane out, so then that would be 4.
I talked to Angie a little bit, and she basically said, like, she doesn't want to get Delaram, which I don't know why none of these people want to get Delaram. Like, she's not with you. Angie and Delaram have literally never talked one-on-one. Why does Angie want to keep Delaram? I don't know. Angie said she'd want to vote Dane over Santi, and I couldn't tell if she was lying or not.
Getting them. I don't even know if they have the idol or not. Like, Tim might have it, but
yeah,
I
I've like wondered that too. It's just the way he talks about it sometimes. He always like is like, "Do you have it?" I'm like, "Tim, stop." Like, this means you do.
After Abby.
Yeah. Literally, he always tries to like pit it against me. I'm like, Tim, I bet you have it. And we just like fight back and forth.
And as of right now, like, every single person I end up talking to, I feel like we're just like being very careful with what we say. He said that he told Tim and Dane that he would be down to get Santi out, but like he really doesn't want to. And then he told me that Delaram wanted to get Dane out. So like those are 2 possibilities. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure he would possibly want to get me out, and just because he's talking to me, he's not gonna say that, obviously.
I talked to Santi already,
Right.
and he is trying to get gun for you right now.
Yep, I kind of figured.
With Delaram.
With Delaram, yep, that's what I thought.
And he like tried to get me in on it. So as of right now, I talked to Tim, and I'm telling Santi that I'm like voting for you, but I'm not. Okay.
Alright, yeah, no, I
We're just trying to
understand.
figure out a way like to get someone else out. We're trying to gun for Santi right now.
Yeah, no, that's my plan too.
So Santi and I's relationship, I don't know, like, I wouldn't say it's like improved. I feel like it's very like stable. Like, we have an understanding that we want to be like upfront with each other, and like we want to work with each other. It's just, I feel like he has a lot of trust in Doug and Tim. It's just really hard because all this whole bromance thing going on is hard to like infiltrate, because they have so much trust in each other when really they're all just like gonna go behind each other's backs eventually. I know, I hate them.
Okay, so Santi said that he thinks that Doug would vote for you, but Tim's saying that he thinks that Doug would rather vote Santi out. But the thing is, when I talked to Doug, he told me that he would rather get you out instead of Santi.
I think he's telling Tim that to tell Tim what he wants to hear.
Tim was like, I don't want to vote out Doug because it would make him sad. And I was like, oh gosh.
Oh, I mean, no offense, but I don't care at all about that. Like, people are sad getting voted out. Like, that's unfortunate.
This is literally the time where like the people who are kind of like the lower players need to get together to get one of like the bigger players out, and afterwards it won't matter. Once we get one of them out this tribal, we can just pick them off, and I don't care about idols because we can work around that.
We kind of wanted to make Doug play an idol, but get out Santi.
No, that's what I'm trying to do too. Like, everyone would believe that I have reason to want to take Delaram out this week because like she's been voting for me. I feel like she's threatening to me. So I could tell Doug that, and that could potentially bait Doug to play an idol for Delaram. Like, if he has 2, he's kind of deciding right now, like, do I want to play 1 or 2 this week? You know?
The problem with my position in the final 6 right now is that I don't really have any power at all. You know, I'd won 1 immunity challenge, and, you know, I'd led a movement to take Sadie out. Those are the things I have done. But I have no idols, and I have people who I trust a lot, whom also do not have idols. So the problem is my alliance currently with Tim and Angie doesn't leave me with a ton of power overall. But we at least have 3 out of 6 numbers. So we can at least form some sort of split here.
You know, honestly,
I don't want to draw rocks.
I don't either, but I don't think there's a way we can get it to have votes like 4 in our favor to take either Santi or Delaram out.
I think Dane might go home tonight. Something might happen. Delaram and Santi are voting him.
Are they?
And Angie seems kind of down. and then I'd be down. I don't think anyone's gonna take me to the end,
So
except for
I would
like
just-
you. So as long as you don't go home, I don't care if Dane, Angie, Delaram go home.
We could do the move we've been planning.
Santi?
Yeah. We have the votes for it. And it,
Do you think Angie would? Kind of when we were talking, and she said Dane over Santi.
my relationship with Santi and Doug's pretty OG still. We're all friends outside of this game. But it's an individual game, and I'm looking for my best interests, and that might be getting Santi out this week. I trust them to tell me what they're going to do, and I trust them that they want to take me to the final 3. But I don't think I would beat those 2.
I don't want to like try hard and then it not work out.
I would almost play. Do you have 2 idols?
No.
Okay. Damn, I was going to say play both this week and next week.
Play both this week?
Play one this week, play next week.
I don't know what's happening today. That's what I think I might do today. And then once I take out an uncertainty factor,
Yeah.
I know what you always do. I know what Santi does. I know what Delaram does. And then Dane and Angie. Then
Yeah.
I'd like know what's happening. I think I can work with Delaram.
So what does that mean?
I think she trusts me the most.
Would Angie go next, and then Santi? Talking to Angie, Angie was on board. Talking to Dane, Dane was on board. Talking to Doug, Doug was on board. And then all of a sudden, Angie wasn't positive, and Doug wasn't positive about what they were doing. They both said that the other person convinced them not to do it. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, because I both talked to you individually. You both said you were both down for it. My only big concern with you is that you don't seem to worry about this third immunity. The fact that somebody has it, we didn't blindside anybody.
I know. It always just slips my mind just because I'm I always think so far ahead where I'm like, if we get Dane out, then we can just get Santi and Angie out. So yeah, I don't think, I need to start thinking.
Hey Dan, what's up?
Hey, so you're just talking to Doug, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just talked to Angie.
Santi and Delaram are definitely putting my name down tonight.
Yep, that is true.
Yeah, Doug probably will be too.
If I tell Doug not to, he wouldn't. The only thing he's concerned about is how close Angie and Santi are.
Angie and Santi.
So then she wouldn't vote Santi out, and she'd pull some move or something.
Right, but Angie told me herself yeah, I was texting Santi about it, and Santi's been trying to get me in on this, and I told him yeah, I'd be down with that, but I just told him that because obviously you tell people what you want to hear a lot of the time in the game.
If I tell him that, and with utmost confidence, then we can get Angie and Doug and you and me to vote for Santi.
It's hard to get people to want to go with me because I don't have that idol in my back pocket. I'm not notorious for trying to run the game. So people aren't going to be as scared to take me out. I have to be the leader of our group who puts a plan together to get us all to the end. And that's going to be the way I stand up and say, this is how we did it.
I don't think Doug is gonna lie to me at this point in the game.
I think he has been lying to you though.
With what part? With the idol.
Yeah,
In regards to him having idols and where people lie and what our alliances are, yeah, he's been kind of humoring us and saying oh yeah, the final 5 of us, but that's not what it is, We've been very much playing nice, that's what we want to do, but that's not where loyalties actually lie.
I think it would be a 3-3 split. If you and Angie all go to Santi, there's a possibility that he's lying to you. But my name down is the 3-3 split.
It's a big risk. No matter what we do this week, we're going to have to take a risk. But we need to think about logically what Doug wants to do because he probably has the most power right now, and we need to play our strategy to that.
There's the tactic of just being straightforward, saying people are going to vote for Delaram tonight. Try to get him to play the idol to save either himself or Delaram or both if he has 2. I don't know if I trust Dane any more than anybody else does. I mean, Final 5, it's all kind of an all for one game, or one for all, all for one.
All right, I'm gonna go meet with Doug again. I'll just talk to him about what he's how he sees it.
So literally, I get a text from Tim first, and it's would you vote Santi? I didn't want us to seem like we were so close, and I got scared, so I said, if Angie is 100% on board.
So I'm just feeling a little bit less secure with the votes. Both Delaram and Angie would have to come for me. At this point, anybody could switch at any second.
Do you think I need the idol? I'm starting to think so.
I don't know.
Do you want to use that one or the one that Tim knows you have?
This one.
This one?
I'm giving the idol to Santiago Rios.
Thanks, Dad.
This is true love. Honestly, before the merge and like this whole game, I was like, I'll vote Santi out, whatever. Then he said to me, like, your friendship means more to me. Like, I'd rather lose you in the final 2 than vote you out and lose any part of our friendship. I was just like, okay, I'm taking you to the end because you'll take me to the end. Because no one else is going to take me to the end, so. I don't know if I play mine too. What if they're actually playing me? I think I might just do that. And then me, you, and Delaram are just like 3 strong, and I can just trust you guys.
That'd be scary for tomorrow. Because we wouldn't have any.
But I'd rather not go home tonight. Basically, I think Santi might be the #1 on the shopping block, but at this point, it sounds like people don't want him as much. So I'm thinking me, which is scary, but I'm so willing to play an idol. Honestly, I have 3, and I can only use them for the next 2 tribals anyway, so like, I have excess. I have some to spare, you know, you like make some cookies, you have extra in the batch, like, you can give one to your dog or something. So that's what I'm hoping for right now. No, but what if like Delaram played? She doesn't want to draw rocks. I want to play it tonight.
But she would.
I'm gonna play it tonight. I literally found these.
I mean, it's
I
up
don't
to
want
you.
to go home tonight.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm not trying to stop you. I'm just saying, like,
I don't trust
it's gonna
these
be.
people.
It puts a lot of pressure on like our trust with Delaram.
I know. I trust Delaram.
If he uses his idol this week, then it's all the more important that one of us wins the next challenge to make sure that we're clear for another round. I really want that security blanket. I mean, it's just getting close to the end, and if we want to stick together, then like those are just moves we'll have to make and trust each other.
First time talking.
Go power. So basically right now it's gonna be like tied if I don't vote for Dane. But the thing is, like, I honestly don't think it's in our best interest for both of us to like get out Dane.
What do you propose? Like, I'm down to do whatever.
You're not gonna tell like Doug or Santi any of this?
No.
Delaram, I swear to God, if you do.
Wait, I won't. I've been so trustworthy.
Delaram is definitely a piece that I need because I feel like every single guy in the game wants to like keep her around. So she's definitely like a huge piece in like getting one of the guys out. Well, I don't know like if you would want to work with Dane. That's the thing, because I know you guys are
so,
kind of like
it's so like such a bad battle right now. Like
exactly. That's why I'm like, because we would kind of need Dane.
What about me, you, Tim next time against one of the other 2 guys?
Tim doesn't want to get Doug out for sure. It would have to be Santi.
No, he told me he wants to get out Doug.
But I just don't get why. I feel like he just doesn't want to hurt Doug's feelings.
It's coming to a certain point where like he's gonna win if we don't take him out.
They're all just trying to take us to final 3, and then I'm gonna be like, why do you deserve to win? I'm gonna be like, I don't. So why am I here? So literally throughout this whole game, every single time I like lay out a plan or like say who I want to get out or who I want to work with or like anything, the total opposite happens. Nothing's going in my favor. So I'm literally just sitting here like, you know, just like passing along in the game, not being able to do anything. So at this point, I'd rather do something and just get voted out than just sit here, go to the end and not win because I literally did nothing. Would you be down to get Doug out?
Yes, I've been down to get him out.
But the thing is, like, I feel like we would have to get him out this time.
He's gonna use his idol, like.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't you?
But either way, then Dane would just like go out.
Do you want to fuck shit up tonight?
If I can get Dane on board, then do you want to vote for Doug?
I don't want to work with Dane. Like.
I know, I'm sorry, but that's
okay. I trust you,
dude. I'm being serious. Like,
fuck it. Yeah.
Oh my god. And then we can say that we actually did something, right? Thank you. Finally. Tim is voting for Santi. Doug and Santi are voting for Dane. We have majority with 3. I know you probably don't want to get rid of Doug. You mentioned that earlier, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah. Wait, be
What's
friends first.
Okay.
Wait.
We.
Wait, what's happening?
No, okay, but like.
Do you want to vote out Doug tonight?
Blindside him.
I can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
We will be saving your ass.
I know you will.
Okay?
I think he's gonna use it.
Okay, but either way.
But then who would get out?
But he doesn't think he's in danger tonight, though.
I don't think he does.
He thinks
either.
he's gonna use it on
Santi.
That'd be really bad.
I'm like pretty sure that if he thinks that I am for sure voting for you, he's not gonna like need the idol.
We have the votes to do it.
Tim, I talked to Angie and she literally said she doesn't want to.
She said the exact same thing about you.
We literally talked though. She literally, I go, what do you want to do? She's like, I don't want to vote Santi out. And Angie's the type of person where you can't go back and forth, you have to be a decision. So I was just like, okay, let's vote Dane. Unless I'm like 9,000% sure. Like, I know Tim wouldn't vote me out. I know Santi wouldn't vote me out. And I don't think, Delaram wouldn't vote me out. So like, I don't think I'd be fine. I don't know if she's just saying that because she thinks me and him are close or like, she's lying. I don't know. Is anyone voting me?
No, nobody's voting me. People threw your name around and I was like, no, we're not going to do that. He might have the idol though, so.
Do you think I should just play it, though?
I think you should give it to Dane. I think you should give it to Dane! Then that'd be so much fun. So, Doug and Angie both said they're switching their votes to Dane, and they're not going to risk the whole Santi thing. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then Angie comes in and she texts me, vote Santi, and we make eye contact, and I'm like, I nod my head a little bit. I'm like, okay, I guess this is the plan. I don't know what it is yet. We're pretty confused at this point about what's going on. I feel very left out of the loop, and then with that, I feel like they don't trust me, or they don't need me.
You know, like every week, I am worried about going home tonight, and the problem is there's not a lot of outs tonight, you know? There's gotta be good luck on our side. You know, I'm not fiercely afraid that it's just gonna be my name. I think it's gonna be either me or Angie that goes home tonight if things don't go our way.
Please welcome the jury. Amanda, Josh, and Abby voted out the last tribal council. I love you, Abby. You guys are at the final 6. Tim, how does it feel to know you're guaranteed to go to the final 5 in this game?
It's a pretty solid feeling. Hope I can get to final 4. Give it a few hours and we'll see what I can do. But it's a great feeling.
Santi, how does it feel for you to get to the final 6?
It feels great. It feels like, honestly, like this game has been going on forever. I feel like I've known everyone here for so long already. And it's definitely like, I'm proud of like making it this far. It's like, has not been easy at all. So it's definitely like a big accomplishment of mine. Might go on my resume someday. It'll definitely go if I win this game.
So Delaram, how does it feel to be all alone at this point in the game? And do you feel like you're the next person going out?
It's very scary. I definitely think I'm gonna get voted out. Up until a couple hours ago, I was like, who's it gonna be, me or Dane? But then some people were like, actually no, the other name that's been getting thrown around is Santi. So I feel better, but still there's that little chance like, yikes, I might be going home tonight.
Doug, we are at the final 6, and it's so strange that no idols have been played. How do you feel about that? What do you think?
It's kind of scary. So far we've seen no idols, but I know that like, obviously like 3 people could have them, which is, you don't know like who you want to vote for because of that, or you do know who you want to vote for because of that. I feel like it's definitely something that everyone's thinking about going into the vote.
The trouble that Abby got out at right before it, I was like, guys, like Abby wasn't lying. Like I'm trying to save my roommate here, because I was playing for a friend at that time. Because she was like one of my only friends. Here, everyone is against me, and I'm like, hello guys, she has the idol, and everyone else is like, oh really? And then they go up to Doug, and Doug's like, no. So they're just like listening to Doug. So that's like their part.
Dane, how do you feel about this right now?
I feel like absolutely on the bottom. Delaram said earlier, she's like, oh, I felt like I was in danger until Santi's name came up, and now it's between Santi and Dane, and it's like, oh yeah, I mean, that's made me feel comfortable. My name's been coming up like consistently now, you know. I find it funny that I was voted least likely to win, and people are now still continuously gunning for me as if I'm some big threat in this game. Like, I have 11 votes, and probably going to be 14 or 15 after tonight.
You also rallied us, like, the people that have worked together the past few votes. Like, you were probably the reason that we all did work together, too. So it's not like you've stayed like that. Like, you have done a lot in this game, and I really respect it.
Santi, here Dane is saying, you know, I'm not a big threat.
Dane has gotten a lot of votes, but he's still here, and it's honestly scary to have my name, I mean, it'd be between me and him, because like every time it's been between him and somebody else, he's survived and the other person has gone home. That speaks volumes for somebody's games, and everybody's game is different, so it's scary for me to be like, not only have my name thrown around, but have it thrown around along with Dane, just because he does have a reputation for just surviving. which is literally the title of this game.
So, Angie, it's been announced that it's between Santi or Dane. How do you really come to who's the target? What are the sides, really?
Well, at first, it was mainly gonna be everyone gunning for Santi. But then, sorry, like, just to be, like, completely truthful, but, I mean, like, I personally didn't want to vote for Santi just because, like, we have worked in the past and everything. But then I kind of realized that it's possible that it would end up as, like, drawing rocks if it is a tie. And I personally do not want to go for rocks. I mean, just, like, from talking to everyone, I think I'm going to stick with what I told, like, what I said, which is going for a date.
Doug, the fact that we're being very cavalier about, oh, I'm going to vote for this person or these two are the targets, that's a huge risk with the fact that 0 idols have been played. They could still all be in this game. Is this a stupid move to make, or is this a strategy to maybe lure them out?
This is definitely a strategy to lure them out, but also Dane has questioned me so much about having an idol that, like, that makes me think he doesn't.
Tim, how do you really make sides at this point?
This is like, at this point, it's a no sides game, especially like how everything has happened before we've had like us versus Sadie and Abby and Delaram and Josh, and now it's just kind of flipped on its head, and now there's 6 of us, and anything can happen.
Okay, I know you say that it's a no sides game, but like honestly, I feel like there have been many weeks in the past where people have been working with their friends for the sake of like keeping a good relationship with their friends and not necessarily thinking about like what's best for me in the end. Like Delaram and Doug are close, like they are friends and they've been working together forever. I know Santi and Doug are close and they've been working together as well. And it's like, I know they're good players, but it's like, at what point are you going to realize who's threatening to you? Like, when are you going to play for yourself instead of playing with your friends? Well, I'm not a threat to people here. I know people say that like, oh Dane, you've been surviving, but like, I'm clearly not the strongest person in challenges. I don't honestly think I have that much social power. I think people are giving me a little bit too much credit. And I want to say, like, when you think about who you want to go to the end with, like, maybe it's not because like I'm your best friend and all, but like maybe I am a straight, like a good choice for you to take to the end.
I've been very honest this entire game, and I don't think like anybody here like who I've told I voted for, like I haven't gone back on my word. So you can trust me as somebody that's gonna stay true to that. And I think like in this game, that's something that's super crucial. If Dane wants to down talk his game after I just gave him a huge compliment, that's fine. Like, no, I understand, and that says something like why like you stayed around this long. At the end of the day, like I just gotta trust people. Like both Delaram and Angie told me they're voting for Dane, so if they stay true to their word, I should be good. But who knows? Dane might have an idol and screw me over, which is entirely a possibility.
Tim, one final question. Do you feel like tonight's going to be a 3-3, or do you feel like it's unanimous?
People were talking to me in the beginning about we're gonna do this plan or we're gonna do this plan. Right before tribal, all that stuff changed, and then during tribal, all that stuff changed. So I'm being completely honest, I have no idea. But it's definitely an important vote, and we'll probably decide the rest of this game.
It is time to vote.
Let's see what happens. I don't know.
This is kind of my only chance here.
Expecting some idols tonight.
Hi. God. I swear to God, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna like cry. Please. I hope I'm not going home, otherwise bye.
Honestly, here goes nothing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
This is literally the vote I've gone back and forth with like the most out of any vote so far.
If anyone, oh Jesus! If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
A second.
All right. Once the votes have been read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. The first vote. Dane. Second vote. Dane. That is 2 votes Dane, 4 votes left. Third vote. Doug. Fourth vote. Doug.
That is 2 votes Dane, 2 votes Doug, 2 votes left.
Fifth vote. Doug.
That is 3 votes Doug, 2 votes Dane, 1 vote left.
Sixth vote.
Dane. We have a tie. The vote is 3 votes Doug, 3 votes Dane. This means we will have our very first revote of the season. What this means is that Tim, Delaram, Santi, Angie, only you 3 will vote again for either Doug or for Dane. If we get another tie, we will go to rocks, which means Dane and Doug will be safe, Tim will be safe, one of you 3 will pick a rock and we'll go home like whoever gets the wrong colored rock. So, you have the chance to vote again.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Doug should have played the idol. Oh my gosh. I swear if I get voted out because of rocks.
Damn.
Once the votes have been read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If it's another tie, we will go to rocks. First vote. Dane. Second vote. Doug.
That is 1 vote Dane, 1 vote Doug, 2 votes left.
Third vote. Doug.
That is 2 votes Doug, 1 vote Dane, 1 vote left.
Fourth vote. Dane.
It is another tie, which means Doug, Dane, you 2 are immune. Tim.
Did you get that?
No, yeah.
God.
So,
Oh my god.
before we go to rocks, you guys, if you can come to a unanimous decision between Dane or Doug, no one has to go to rocks. None of you have to worry about going home. Just you 4.
That's 4.
Yeah, just you 4.
Okay.
So, you have the time to talk if you want to make a unanimous decision.
I'm gonna vote out Dane. I'm voting for Dane.
Do you guys want to make it to rocks?
I don't want to go to rocks. I'm going Dane.
Wait, hear me out. I fucking love Doug and everyone knows that, but I'm saying,
Literally, me, Tim, would you go, Dane?
I guess
I flipped so last minute because I was like,
Angie,
if
I
not
flipped
now,
because like
then
you
when?
said you were gonna go back to the original plan, so I was like, okay.
Total miscommunication, but like,
Literally, I'm not going to rocks. If Tim's going Dane, I'm going Dane. It's up to you guys.
then it is going to rocks because
I'm
You-
sorry, but like for both of you, I just don't get why you guys want to stick with Doug. If you
Because I
legit-
trusted Dane, and then all of a sudden he just lied to me, like lied to my face. And so, because
we're all
you,
lying to each other. I mean, Doug has been trusting me this whole time, but here I am. I'm like, guys, let's vote for Doug. Like, it's nothing personal. It's like, guys, it's
Like
toxic.
you
It's stupid.
play for your own game, and the reason why
So-
we didn't tell
so-
you straight
sorry,
up
I'm
was because we knew that you were most likely gonna tell Doug. You've been talking to Doug this whole time.
I
It's just
have.
like exactly. So like we were scared that if you talked to Doug saying that we were gonna vote for Doug, you're gonna automatically tell him, and he has an idol, so like we didn't want him to play it. We're like sorry that we didn't tell you, but it was just because it was in all of our best interests, including
But
yours.
can
to
I
get him
have
out.
my thing? So
For
it's
sure.
3 of you. You guys have a 2 out of 3 chance of going home. They're not gonna pick me. So your only option is to either go Dane or like go
No,
home.
but honestly, Santi and Tim, like Tim, I
Santi, go.
don't understand why you think I like completely lied to you. Like obviously I don't want to go home, but who do you think you want to go to the end with?
well,
Do you
beyond
want to go to the end with Doug or do you want to?
The people that voted together are gonna want to go down together.
It could be like a 1/3 chance of you going home, so that would just suck. But
That would suck if that's what you guys wanted to go to. Like,
Okay, well, if I have a chance of going home, I'm just gonna say I love you, Doug, to death. But Doug has 2 idols. He's been denying it.
Yep.
He has 2 idols, you guys. So go ahead,
Come on,
keep
guys.
voting him.
Then why wouldn't he play it this week?
Well,
I don't know.
Okay.
I
Because
he
really
doesn't think
don't
he's
know
going
why
out.
you did it. I was like, you have.
I have an
top
idol.
4.
It's in my pocket right here, and I can use it next tribal at Final 5, so I won't be going home next tribal either.
Yeah.
There.
That's what I'm saying. So if
That's-
we
so
vote
why
him
would
off
you wanna go
now-
with
So why
Doug?
you can't
I know,
you
I
you
don't
can't do
wanna
anything
vote him
about
out.
it now? I'm in the Final 4.
Now you guys know that
Yeah, now you
he's
know.
gonna be in
Yeah.
Final 4, and I'm serious. If he wins immunity, he's winning.
Yeah.
I hope you know that.
I hope you.
And we were
thought that
talking
the
earlier
entire
if you're
time.
playing with friends or if you're playing for your own game, and if you actually wanted to win this game, then I feel like you guys should be voting for Doug.
I like sticking with people that go through with what they tell me. And literally every time that
Have
someone
I-
has told me and stuck through with it, then
Santi,
yeah.
have I been dishonest with you?
no. But Angie
Right.
and Dalaran just have. So
Like, literally
why
five-
why
So
would
are
you
you
like
gonna
why
try
would
to
I
go to the
want to
end
like
with Doug instead of with me?
why
if
would
I've
I
been
want to keep
honest
it
with you.
Santi will do it. Right?
Doug and Tim have not lied to me this entire game. Angie went back on me once. Dalaran, this is like the first time we went together. Fine, like there's 2 out of 3 chance one of you guys are going home. And
Honestly,
I'll
I
take,
mean,
like,
I played my game. I'm pretty happy with what I've done so far.
Well, I just don't get. So if I flip, then it's us 5 left. I don't see how you guys just don't pick me and Santi off.
Yeah.
I don't see.
Why
a
would I
way.
pick you off, Tim? I've been working with you like the past few weeks.
I know you
I've
have.
been
We've
working
been
with
so
Doug this whole
close.
time, and here I am flipping on him, and then like,
I don't want to pick you off.
Santi, what do you want to do?
you guys are clearly pretty stubborn. Like, I think it's wise to put out Doug for your own game because we've all been. Anders is literally like.
Dalaran, no,
helpful.
that's not the decision. I mean, like, unless they're doing it. You mean like
I
right
mean, this
now?
is us
Oh, okay.
talking.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Wait a minute. Just think about like Final 3 real quick. Big picture. Like, are you guys gonna get a chance against Doug, who's been so good at like lying to everyone about the 2 idols?
or the people that just voted him off. Like that's a
Well,
power
like,
move. Like
It's a
there's
power
some of it,
move, but, like think
Well,
about
and
it.
you
I'm
might
literally
be going
just, like,
home
flipping.
tonight anyways. Like if you go
You're
to
right.
Rocks, you got that chance. But like if you vote Doug out, you can still work with us. It's not like we're gonna immediately
They're not
pick you
gonna.
off.
He knows that you guys aren't gonna just like turn and be like, oh my god, let's get Angie out next. Like,
Okay, but did you think this final 6 was gonna be straightforward?
I have never lied in this whole game, but honestly, I was like, screw it. So.
Oh, whoa. You lied to me when we were at Data Talk camping about going for
Except that was a
Santi.
little white lie, yeah.
Whoa now.
Okay,
once a snake,
alright.
always a snake.
Nah.
Am I right?
Yikes!
we're going to Rocks.
Go for it.
All
Are you
right,
down?
Doug, Dane, Tim. How lucky if you're all in the back. You are all immune.
Yeah.
Dalaran, Santi, Angie. In this bag, there are 2 white dominoes, 1 red domino. If you have the red domino, you are out of this game. Doesn't matter if you've never received a vote in this game, you're out.
Dude, that's bad luck. I'm gonna get the red one.
You're-
You know?
I got the green one
I have
last
such bad
time.
luck.
I like you too. Oh my
Don't look at it, don't look at it. Just hold it in your hand.
Honestly, YOLO.
All right. Hands out. Turn your hand over. 3, 2, 1. Reveal.
Shit!
Angie, you have the red rock. You are out of this game.
Oh my god.
Angie, 15th person voted out. 6th member of the jury. Oh my god. The tribe, or rather fate, has spoken. Let me go.
I don't know how to feel right now. Does anyone love me?
I love you too.
I love you,
I love you as a
Dalaran.
person.
I
Say it.
love you.
I'm in game mode. I still love you as a person. You know. I understand. I respect.
We went to Rocks. You didn't think it would happen, and it did. The question is, at the final 5, is it going to be as straightforward as 3-2? Clearly, nothing's off the table, and idols are going to be played.
I promise you, an idol will be.
I have 16.
What?
Shit.
You have an idol?
All right. Have a good night, guys.
I don't even know what to like think. Honestly, I feel like if everything went according to plan, like it would have been perfect. But of course, like I legit have the worst luck. So I knew that like something was gonna go wrong. If I had a chance to talk to Tim, I feel like then like it would have like gone perfectly, because then he would have like voted Santi, and then like Doug would have ended up going out.
Odd choice of pass, but okay.
Santi, if you're watching this, I legit hope that you don't have any hard feelings. Like, I was just trying to play for my own game, and I wish like I could have trusted everyone just the way that you have. I was trying to win. I was just trying to do something before I go home, and honestly, like, I'm just proud of myself for making it even up until merge, because like I was voted least likely to win, and honestly, like I stayed in over like Sadie, over Josh, over Amanda, like these big players, and I'm just like honestly proud of myself for even making it to the merge. Jasmine, Morgan, you guys are my girls. Jam forever.
Next time on the season finale of Survivor Maryland Major Conflict. 5 players remain, and only one can prevail and earn the title of Maryland's 7th sole survivor. The winner of Survivor Maryland Major Conflict